من كل مكان الصويرة زينة البلدان زورو ونرجع فرحان كالضبيل وللهيلولة حط السلاح وثوم حيلة نضربو شوفار هاد الليلة.
برشوت مراي وربوتاي برشوت הרב שליט"א. This morning I was thinking about the test that Hashem tested Avraham Avinu on the Akedah. Every morning when we come to the synagogue, we mention the Akedah. According to Chachamim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he said to Avraham Avinu, I will remember the Akedah all the time for your children. I will never forget. What you did, I will never forget. But before the Akedah, something happened. Avraham Avinu arrived to the place where he's supposed to do the sacrifice. Then from far away, he saw the kavod of Hashem. He saw the Shekhinah. He saw a light. He saw something that it's not from this world, something very spiritual. And he said to Abraham, he said to Eliezer, do you see what I see? Eliezer said, no, I don't see what you see. So he asked Ishmael, do you see what I see? And Ishmael said, no, I don't see. So he asked to Yitzhak Avinu, do you see what I see? So Yitzhak Avinu said, yes, I see. There is there a light, a Shekhinah. So Avraham Avinu, he decided not to take with him those two people that he did not see the Shekhinah of Hashem over there. He did not take it. He told them, Shivu lachem po im hamor, sit here, stay here with the donkey. You don't deserve to come with me. So, Rabotai, you know, the question is big. How can you imagine Abraham Avinu that he has Eliezer? Eliezer, he was the Rosh Yeshiva. Eliezer was the one who teach the Torah to the people. Eliezer was not a simple man. Eliezer was a big tzaddik. All the Torah that he learned from Avraham Avinu, he teach it to other people. And Avraham Avinu, he trusts him. He trusts him. Avraham Avinu alav shalom, whatever he did, he consulted always Eliezer, the Mesek Eliezer. Eliezer, he was a big tzaddik, a lot of nisim. We saw the nisim that he did. And you know that Avraham Avinu, he was punished that the Jews will be slaves in Egypt, because when he went to rescue Lot, he took with him Eliezer. At that moment, Eliezer was learning Torah. He was sitting in the Beit HaMikdash, he studied Torah. And Abraham told him, hey, Eliezer, you stop. Come with me, we have to rescue Lot from his kidnapped. Because he did that, Kadosh Baruch Hu punished him. That means that Eliezer has a big schut. He was a big tzaddik. So how Avraham Avinu can compare Eliezer to a donkey? Shivu lachem po im hamor. If we talk about Ishmael, he did a big teshuvah. Ishmael, if Avraham Avinu would take Ishmael with him to sacrifice Yitzhak, that means that Ishmael was a tzaddik. If he was not tzaddik, he would not take him with him. He would not take Ishmael with him. So why he compare Ishmael as well to a donkey? This is something that every day we learn. Every day in the morning when we come to the synagogue, we repeat this history of the Akedah, and this history, Shivu lachem po im hamor. What it is, the message? It must be a message for generations. It must be something that we have to know. I mean, you have to know something. Today, we have no prophet. Today, there is nothing. Today, if something is going to happen, there is no prophet to tell us what's going to happen. But today, Hashem is sent message. It's like the message of everything. You know, whatever you see in your life, maybe open your eyes. It's a message for you. You know, one day I was in Mexico, and there was two ladies. They were outside, and there was a lady inside in the room where and the door was not closed because there is a woman in the room, so the door was not closed. And the two ladies outside, they were talking about the holidays in Acapulco. They were talking. Then those two ladies came, and then they left, and after them somebody came. And that somebody, it was not Jew, it was not Jewish, but he came with a Chassid, with Rab Shmuel Halberstam, a rabbi. Both of them, they came to the room, and that guy, that not Jew, he had a problem. He said, his son, he ran away from home, and he doesn't know where he is. And they went to the police. The police told him, well, there is nothing we can do for you. You have, what can we do? They started to do some queries. So it told me, do you think, can you tell us? I said, I don't know, I'm not a prophet. I cannot tell you where your son he went. But I started to think, what about those two ladies? They were talking about Acapulco. If I heard Acapulco, that means a message for me. So I told the otherwise, why? And they were talking, repeating Acapulco, 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 Acapulco. So for me, it was a message. I said, maybe this boy is in Acapulco. So I told them, I said, maybe he's in Acapulco. So he started to look at Rab Shmuel Halberstam. He told him, maybe the rabbi is right, because we find a paper in his room that is there like a map, and in the map he put like a sign Acapulco. Maybe he's there. 2 days after he came, and Baruch Hashem, he was in Acapulco. So I'm not a prophet, but it's a message. The two ladies, they were talking about Acapulco. For me, that was a message. So I have to open your eyes. Behemet, I'm telling you, everything in life, today, Hashem sends you a sign. There is a sign. Just you have to open your eyes, and you will see that sign. If you have emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, 100% emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so you will understand the sign. And I think this is the message that the Torah wants to teach us. This beautiful story of the Akedah, that Hashem, he said to Abraham Abinu, take your son to the Akedah. He took his son to the Akedah. What happened? Why he had to ask? He arrived to the place, and he asked Ishmael, and he asked Eliezer. I think, why ask them? He didn't need to ask them. He should just go all together, and that's it. Why he must ask them? Would it make any difference if they see or they don't see? So why ask them? The answer is, Abraham Abinu alav shalom, he wanted to teach generations to come that wherever you go, you have to feel the place where you go. Abraham Abinu alav shalom, I'm sure that when he went with his son to sacrifice his son, all this time he was thinking the mitzvah that he was going to do. And it was very important for him that the mitzvah that he was to accomplish now is going to be a mitzvah lishem shamayim. Can you imagine what that means? Sacrifice a son? You cannot imagine that. You know, behemet, you cannot think about it. Just think about Abraham Abinu, that all the promises that Hashem promised him, you will have generation from this Yitzhak, and this Yitzhak, and this Yitzhak. Every time he tell him, you will have a children, and now he tell him, take Yitzhak and sacrifice him. Just imagine 1 minute. All those, during 3 days, Abraham Abinu, he walked. 3 days he walked. And during 3 days, He did not think 1 second about the idea. Why Hashem told me to do that? Hashem give me a lot of promises, and this is the way. Abraham Abinu, he had no doubt about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He loved so much Hashem, so באמת, בכלל, he did not have. So Hashem, he wanted to give me children. Now we decide, from this boy, he want to build a nation. Now we decide he don't want. So, thank you Hashem, I accept. That's it. That's it. That was Avraham Abinu. That was Avraham Abinu. Now, in that moment, Avraham Abinu alav shalom, when he asked Ishmael and Eliezer, they went with him. I'm sure Ishmael and Eliezer, they knew what's going to happen. I mean, they are not Hasbi Shalom. They are not stupid. They know there is something. It's going to happen now. They say everything. It's like it seems that it's a sacrifice that is going to happen now. But who? Who? Which one? One of us. Something is going to happen. Because they saw Abraham Abinu, he take the wood, he take the knife, he take the fire. Something is going to happen. But who? Which one? Well, my friend, this is that's what Abraham Abinu, he told them, Shivu lachem po im hamor. That means, Abraham Abinu, when he asked, do you see what I see? It's like it seemed that they were afraid. If they say, we see something there, he might tell them, well, come with me. They come with me, that means one of us is going to be the sacrifice. And this is, Rabotai, the reason. A Jew, wherever he goes, he should be ready to do a sacrifice for Hashem. We don't need to tell him, do it. A Jew should be always ready to do something for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Always. Always. And this is what we learn from the parasha every day. Every day we learn this from this parasha. A Jew should be always prepared. I would like just to tell you this. Somebody came to see me a few days ago when I was 2 weeks ago, before I left Ra'anana, and he gave me a check, but he forgot. He forgot to sign the check. He forgot to sign the check. So he called me. He said, Rabbi David, you can sign it for me. I said, I sign it for you. I can do it. Hasbi Shalom. Yes, you can. I want you to do it for me. I said, no, thank you very much. I still have the check. I said, I keep it. Next time you will sign it. Rabotai, when you do a mitzvah, you have always to know how to do it. Be always ready. And if you did not do it, so try to correct it. Like this man. At least he tried, he called, he wanted to correct it, but it was not possible. Rabotai, there is Rabbi Chaim Lutzato, alav shalom, he said there is 2 kinds of blind people. There is people that they are blind because they were born blind, and there is people that they are not born blind, that they can see, but they don't want to see. So they act like a blind people. I mean, Eliezer and Ishmael, they know something is going to happen. If they believe in Hashem, and they are big tzaddikim, so I'm sure, Rabotai, if they wanted to see, they can see. It's impossible that they will not see. We are talking about 2 big tzaddikim, Ishmael and Eliezer. You know when Avraham Abinu, if you see all the miracles that Eliezer did, that means that he was and then he looked like Avraham Abinu. His face, he looked like Avraham Abinu. He was a big tzaddik, Eliezer. But as tzaddik as he was, there was something that he was not ready to do. Sacrifice. That he did not reach that level. So he did not see. Only a man can see what he wants to see. And Eliezer and Ishmael, that kind of thing he didn't want to see. And this is something that we have to learn every day. Every day we have to learn that Baruch Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us a neshama. There is message that we can see, and we have to be open the eyes to see those kind of message. Because if you miss the message, so you lost something. Even a avera. If you see somebody doing a avera, if you see somebody doing a avera, it's a message for you. Maybe you have to be careful not to do that avera, because otherwise, why you saw this? If you saw that, that means you have to be careful. You have to be careful, and this is Rabotai the message. It's Yosef HaTzadik. Of course, Yosef HaTzadik, when he saw his brothers in the parasha of this week, said then what he said. Vayiskor et halomotav. He remember. And the Torah said, Ve'em lo yikero oto. They did not recognize him. How a man cannot recognize his brother? It's impossible. And beside this, Yosef, he looked exactly like Yaakov Avinu. He looked like Yaakov Avinu. The same image. You take the picture of Yaakov, you take the picture of Yosef, it looked the same. So he recognized them, they did not recognize him. Because now he has beard. So what? If he has, because what the beard can make a big difference? No, they did not want to recognize him. That's it. They did not want to recognize him. Of course they recognize, but it's very funny that they did not talk about it. I mean, they left. Hey, he looked like Yosef. You saw his face. He looked like Yosef, our brother. Look at his voice. And his sons, Menashe and Ephraim. They look, it's a family. But they did nothing. Sometimes, my friend, a person, if you don't open well his eyes, you will not see. A lot of times you can see things, but you don't want, they're in front of you, but you just ignore them. This is the message. Don't ignore. When you see, a lot of times, the time of Mincha came, there is a shul, there is here Torah, there is a lot of things here, and you can't just, you pass by, go learn, go, tefillah, there is a shiur. No, it just, you look straight in front. It's like he didn't see. Anyone who make himself not to see, is the loser. And this is, that's what Abraham appeared to them, sit with the donkey. You see what I see, but you make yourself you don't see. So you don't deserve to come. So why Rabotai didn't want to admit what they saw? You know why? Because they were not ready. Because it's going to be a sacrifice here. Abraham is going to sacrifice somebody. Maybe it's me, maybe it's it. So we did not see nothing. So the one that Bemet was willing to do the sacrifice was Yitzhak Avinu. So Yitzhak was chosen to be the sacrifice. And up to now, Baruch Hashem, we will remember the zichut of Yitzhak. Imagine, Rabotai, if Yitzhak was a sacrifice, we will not be today. We will not be today. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu only tested Avraham Avinu. Rabotai, Hashem, He made through that sacrifice, like it's all the Jews were sacrificed. Because if Yitzhak was sacrificed, so we will not be here today. So you know what Hashem did? He did like HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the eyes of Hashem, all the Jews were sacrificed. Because if Yitzhak Avinu was sacrificed, so all of us we were like a sacrifice. So we're all considered like a big sacrifice. That's why a Jew, he has the capacity, he has the koah that Yitzhak Avinu had. That sacrifice, Misirot Nefesh. And Misirot Nefesh is something that all of us were had. Because we already tasted this. At the time that Yitzhak Avinu, he accepted to be sacrificed, not only Yitzhak Avinu accepted, all the Nishamot, all the Jews that were out today, that were before, that we were on the body of Yitzhak Avinu, we are considered like big sacrifices. So this Korah, we still have it today. So we have to use it. Just open the eyes, you will see. Yeh Ratzon HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us Korah to serve Hashem with Misirot Nefesh, And anyone who do Misirot Nefesh with Hashem, he is the one that he love Hashem. How to love Hashem? How can you do that you love HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Only through doing mitzvot with Misirot Nefesh, with sacrifice.
Non tu jen ezgartu